It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Oh, that looks beautiful from radio.
Hi, I'm Jessie Parhar. I'm CEO of Black Pearl Promotions.
I'm Joel Brewster. I'm Chief Information Officer of Black Pearl Promotions.
I'm Scott Barber, 25 years old. I run a surf shop called Island Surf Company just outside of Qualicum Beach, and I've been running it for 2 years.
My name is Nick Johnson. I own and operate Hey You Media, and I've been running it for just over 3 years now.
Black Pearl Promotions is a 360-degree company. We do a variety of things from promotional, marketing, writing. We have a new magazine coming out, hopefully some film production, but anything we do, we leave to kind of raise it to challenge it to a status quo.
Yeah, and I believe that with Black Pearl, what we both want to do is inspire young people to try and apply for their dreams no matter how out of reach they seem, and that's what I want to do with this company. I like to be behind that inspiration for young people and young entrepreneurs as well.
We are a retail store that does surfboards, wetsuits, stand-up paddleboard sales, and then we do a lot of business of rental stuff because we're located on the highway towards Toledo.
I was working on my own, so it was necessity, but also opportunity at the same time. I knew I could find clients, and I knew I could gain clients. But yeah, it was because of the crash, and an opportunity just opened up from there.
I saw so many people complain about the nightlife in Victoria and how it was the same old thing and nothing new was happening, and just everyone just seemed to complain but yet wouldn't do anything about it. And me knew that I wanted my own business, I decided to look into it. So I did, and then kind of started an idea going, and then from there I just expanded on it and did my research, got a team together and kind of got it going. That's how Black Pearl Promotion started.
Ended up working at a surf shop, making minimum wage for 3 years, and then I got a little tired of working for somebody, so put the offer in to purchase the business off of him and let him enjoy the retired life, and got myself into running a small business.
It was all rock and roll, like working at an ad agency, doing everything from radio commercials, video commercials, working with graphic design. And then 2008 hit, and the economy crashed, and it was Halloween, and I was dressed up like a giant chipmunk, and our boss had to lay everybody off. And I thought to myself, well, this can't be happening. I can still do all this stuff, and there's still people that need all this stuff. Just because the ad agency couldn't exist at the time didn't mean I couldn't do it.
I just knew someone else that was already part of Black Pearl, and then I was suggested to Jessie and Eric, and then after the first meeting, pretty much it. I just love the concept of the idea right away.
Summertime is super fun, super busy. We never have 1 second to sit down, and in the winter months it's definitely survival mode. At this location of a surf shop, it's kind of cool just because we have a pretty laid-back vibe. Most of the customers aren't like the typical surfers in Tofino. They're not the lower income hippie typical surfers. We actually get some pretty high-end guys coming through. People from Vancouver, Victoria with money to spend because we have the reputation of the expensive surfboards and wetsuits, nice quality hand-shaped stuff in California.
At marketing meetings, I'm meeting other companies, potential clients. I had co-owner meetings, I'm meeting my promotional team, my marketing team. So it's a constant go, as well as you're trying to think of new ways to get your company out there and new projects. So I'm constantly actually going to other businesses to see what they're doing, what they need help with, and kind of still getting our name out there.
For me, I stay up pretty much late night looking out for different artists that's going out and see where music trends are going out. And then on top of that, I'm looking through different types of styles of magazines that have been out, so I can do that. And then writing articles, and then talking or listening to other DJ mixes.
Some days I'll be here from like 6:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. And those aren't fun days. But I would say typical day deals with emails right off the top, dealing with admin stuff, and then kind of I'll scribble down my daily to-do list, like what projects do I want to try to get through today, or what tasks do I want to get through today, and then slowly but surely check them off. And by the end of the day, if I've got a couple checked off that list, that's usually good, because I know I'm not going to get them all done. but always got to shoot for the stars, you know?
You know, you're making your own money, you get to budget what you're putting in your fridge. Again, with a seasonal business, when July and August come through, your bank account looks pretty tasty, as long as you're not spending everything you're making.
Being a young entrepreneur, a lot of people almost doubt you, and so it makes me want to work harder. And so I love the fact that I can do that, as well as be able to meet new people who can help me out doing that.
Really what hooks me is helping a client, or helping an event, or helping a cause, help tell their story through some sort of visual medium.
Because I'm so close with my employees, it's difficult having to ever fire someone, because when you get to know them on a personal basis, you have to remember that even though you're doing business and they're your friend, you have to keep the personal and business separate. So when I have to go fire someone, there's always you still feel a bit bad, even though it's just business. I think that's one of the worst parts.
When you're making the big bucks, there's no going out buying toys anymore. It's strictly spending money on diapers, baby food, food to keep their mom busy because she's breastfeeding, so she eats like no other.
The worst thing is that I make my own hours, and the best thing is that I make my own hours. Meaning that if I've got a project that's due, it's up to me, and I'm gonna get it done. I can't work 9 to 5 in the punch out, and the best thing is if I finish my project early and it's 3 o'clock, I'm out the door and I can go whatever, hang out in the library. No, I'm just kidding, I don't hang out in the library.
Got a pretty sweet board downstairs. It's a 7-foot Bing Lotus, and it was used in a photo shoot with Katy Perry, and they ended up offering to sell me the board with a bit of a discount price, just because it had her heel dents from her high heels on the deck of the board. So that was a famous board.
Working away summer 2010, and I got a call from a nonprofit that I had supported in the past, and that my church has supported in the past, and I was familiar with. And he's like, "Hey Nick, what are you doing in 4 weeks?" And I'm like, "I don't know, working on stuff." He's like, "Want to go to Africa?" And I'm like, "Okay." So within the span of 4 weeks, I got like armful of shots, bought a new camera, bought a bunch of gear, and was in Kenya and Uganda for 2 weeks.
For one of our events, we decided to bring Ronnie from Jersey Shore, and I'd actually just dropped him off at the hotel, and I was gonna wait for him. I was gonna go home, get ready, and like we had the same amount of time to get ready. I get back, and he's still not ready. He still hasn't like done his hair. He takes forever to do his hair, a bit of a diva. So I had to wait in his hotel room waiting for him to get ready when I had done like my hair perfectly, like did my makeup, got dressed, and he still couldn't have showered or did his hair.
Hopefully the beginning of June, the business is doing so well, we'll be expanding to a second shop just in Parksville. Not so surf specific, but specializing in stand-up paddle boards and all the clothing stuff that I would have loved to do here, but because of the location, can't sell too many pairs of shoes. So we've got 2 staff here, and then when that opens up, because I think we'll be dealing with a lot of foot traffic, we'll be probably staffing that with 3 people.
I think at least in a year we're gonna have a new magazine that's coming out. We just launched our marketing with Softcore, as well as we're gonna have a fashion show. Hopefully have a new calendar coming out. And then as for the far future, I'm hoping to make the Fortune 500 list, because I do think that we're gonna make it big and we're gonna work hard to get there. So I think there's big things coming.
For myself, sky's the limit really. I wouldn't mind having a film production company through Black Pearl, and just like having movies through Black Pearl and just going that way. Because the sky's the limit, anything can happen with a company that's a 360 company that's open like that.
The flexibility of this job allows me to take opportunities and meet people that I may not have met as an employee somewhere. Like now that I'm a business owner, for whatever reason, people kind of look at you differently. It's like, oh, he runs his own business. You get a little bit of prestige, but yeah, who knows what happens in 5 years. If I've grown, that'd be cool. If I've pulled the plug and taken up another opportunity, that'd be cool too. Or if I'm just sustaining as is, I'd be fine with that. I love what I do, and it doesn't matter where I do it, whether it's for Hey You Media or whether it's for some other company. I just hope that I'm getting better at what I do, better at storytelling, you know?
Get serious, get on camera.
screw you, I have my own magazine coming out.
And the best thing is, if I finish my project early and it's 3 o'clock, I'm out the door and I can go whatever, hang out at the library.
Still a super experienced surfer and enjoy riding a longboard as well, which is kind of nice. You can maneuver them around and make it look nice and artsy. Or walk up to the nose, hang your 10 feet over the nose, it's hanging 10.
Yeah.
Or cheater 5, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back.